There's been whispers on forums about complete episode leaks long before airing that included scenes that never made it to air. It's hard to say how trusted the sources are, but they did correctly leak the entire plot. I won't spend too much time on speculated deleted scenes, because most of them are very minor and insignificant, like non-detailed discussions between characters, one being with Jaceres and Rhaenyra. The meaty stuff has surfaced online through behind-the-scenes footage and one new interview on Vulture with Greg Yaitanes, the man who directed 3 of the better episodes in the first season. Even some of the deleted scenes that we've seen pictures of were insignificant, like seeing Viserys' wedding to Alicent, but reading this article broke my nerd heart. An interviewer asks Greg concerning the season finale he directed, was anything cut from the episode that you wish you could have kept? There's a great scene between Baela and Rhaenys. Rhaenys is talking about how war is coming and wanting to protect her granddaughter. Then her granddaughter stands up and says, "I'm a dragon rider like my father and my mother, and I'm here to fight this war, and I'm not going to run away from it." I thought the performances were terrific, and I would have loved to have seen that scene in there. Anything else that wasn't in didn't necessarily need to be there. As things take life on their own, and the show tells you what it wants to be, it becomes obvious what story wants to be there. You talked about moments of silence between the characters. The relationship between Daemon and Rhaenyra is the spine, and that's where we want to put our full focus. Rhaenys is one of the best written characters on the show, and I love almost every scene she's in, but her grandchildren are barely characters. They're almost props at this point. Imagine that, the children of Daemon and Laena Velaryon given zero love. This 1 to 2 minute scene would have done wonders, but instead, we just have to hope this Dragon Rider gets something to say or do in the second season. A lot of other known deleted scenes happen to revolve around Daemon, unfortunately for us. These 3 show a different side to this character, his homoerotic side, getting very close and personal with this mystery-serving man, while already taken by Laena. I've always thought of Daemon as a more heartless version of Oberyn Martell, who's famously described as half-mad. So here's another thing they have in common, being bisexual. The last 2 notable scenes removed from Daemon also paint him in a very different light. The heartless rogue prince is a little more pleasant. This image that's made its rounds online for weeks shows a loving father consoling his children. The only thing that made the cut was this lost puppy. This deleted scene on the beach shows Daemon in pain. Could be after the loss of the premature girl he had with Rhaenyra, or after the news of Lucerys' fate reaching Dragonstone. We can't have Daemon looking weak or vulnerable now, can we? That's what all these cut scenes tell us. But everyone involved with the series tells us there just wasn't enough time. We got used to Game of Thrones releasing some extended scenes since about the second season's physical release, the DVD and the Blu-ray. House of the Dragon's first season is already available to order online, but in its breakdown of what's to be included, like the first season of Game of Thrones, there's no mention of HD deleted scenes. It may have never been edited for all we know. The author of the books and executive producer of the prequel, George R.R. Martin, does believe it may be included in the special features. We won't know for a few months. He seems like he doesn't even know.
I don't know. I think they may, at some point, do a Blu-ray, a DVD, and when they do that, they often add special features. Now, what kind of special features they add? Well, there are deleted scenes in many of the episodes, so we could add back the deleted scenes, and that's something that they frequently like to do.
All we have for now is leaks and some low-quality images, despite how character-altering they are.